Alright. I can't talk to you anymore, so I'm done with this. Testing, testing, 1, 2, testing. Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Alright. Looks like it's working.
Ayo tanggelo. Ayo iso kenan.
Heck on it. Ah, jeez. Freaking died 2 seconds into the game. Oh, that was dumb. There. Jeez. Shouldn't be that hard to make that jump. Jeez. Chases you down. It's always so much harder at the beginning before you get all your abilities.
On is Annie Nugsam.
Oh, here we go. Bad dog. Bad doggy. Go away. So far, so good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Not that this is the first time I've played this part, because I already played through the first third of the game earlier before I started streaming, but I'm still enjoying it on a repeat playthrough already, so that's a good sign for replaying it as much as I did the first one anyway. The the loading definitely needs improvement. Hopefully there will be a patch next week to fix the issues with the loadings, both with the start menu and transitions like that. Just kind of clunky at the moment. It's not the final build, so I'll withhold judgment until we see what it looks like next week. Like a cross between a Siamese cat and a lemur. See, like that right there, when it loads the map, it's just like, it's laggy when it brings up the map. Hopefully that gets sorted. Okay. Shoot. Can't get there yet. Much better. Oh, I'm an idiot. I just came right back where I was. What's up, guys? Hopefully, you're not too worried about spoilers for this first part of the game. I'll probably skip cutscenes, but still, there's still some stuff. Sure I'm going the right way here. Nope, I am not. Ooh, hello. Oh, jeez. It freezes up like that. It's really frustrating. Hey, what's up, Miggy? Yes, I did actually. I went through the first one a couple times this week, just 'cause I felt really rusty. Just to get used to the way Ori moves and everything. Although it is a bit different in this one. I had to remap my controller because this one has the bash ability from the first one. It has it on the left shoulder button, but I was already so used to using the Y button for bash, I needed to go ahead and remap that. So I've got my Y mapped to left shoulder and left shoulder mapped to Y so that I can play it like it's the first one, and then just add the new moves into the mix. It works pretty well. And that map, it's really chunky how the map loads right now, but again, it's pre-launch. There's surely going to be a day one patch addressing some of those performance issues. The first run I did on the original Ori a couple days ago, I died like 27 times, which is a massive number for me. But then I managed to finish a run with, I think, like 1 death yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Oh yeah, there's definitely new abilities. I'm not sure how much I can really talk about beyond the first act. But, I mean, I'm going to play through the whole first act right now. It'll probably take about 2 hours. And you'll already see some of the new abilities in the first act. But they've got them spread pretty evenly through the game. From what I could tell, like, when I played through the first act already once today. And when I got to the end of it, my completion was right at, like, 35%. So they've got everything kind of spaced out pretty evenly, so that it doesn't feel like there's big gaps in between stuff. I'm really enjoying it, except for the just the hiccups with performance right now. It's just not quite optimized yet, I think. The start menu takes a long time to load, and the map takes a long time to load, and then the game freezes up. Sometimes it just freezes. I'll jump in midair, and it's like you pause the game or something, for like a second or two, and then it catches up to itself. So. But it's a pre-release build, so it's obviously expected to possibly have some issues like that, because it's not the final build that'll be on the marketplace next week. See right there, the map kind of hesitates before it loads. It's just kind of wonky. Okay, I think I can at least get that. I think I can get that ore. I can't open that door over there yet. I did quite a bit of exploration. I spent a good 4 hours on the first act earlier today, but I'm not going to be quite so thorough on this run. But once you get all those abilities and then you go back to the beginning of the game like this, and you don't have them, it's like, oh gosh, you feel so restricted in your movement. I always felt that way playing the first one too. Like, I would play through the game, and by the end you feel like, like you're Superman or whatever, and then you start a new game and back at the beginning with no double or triple jump and no bash, and you just feel like you're tied to the ground. The achievement list isn't bad. I mean, you could see it I think True Achievements had the achievement list out a couple days ago, I want to say, or yesterday maybe. I can't remember exactly when the achievement list dropped. And of course everyone's like, looking at the fact that there's an achievement for beating the game without dying, but it's not the same as the first or the definitive edition, because it's not like a one life mode. It's just beating the game without dying. So you can play like 5 or 10 minutes and then quit out to the main menu and make a backup of your save. And then if you die, the deaths register really fast. I was testing that earlier. Like when you die, the death is already registered on that save file no matter how fast you quit out. So you definitely, if you're going for all the achievements, you definitely have to keep a backup save so that you don't lose a lot of progress if you're going for that 0 deaths, because it does not matter. You could quit out the instant you die and it's still already registered on that save file. So now obviously if you know you're going to die, you could just quit out before you die and you're fine. But as soon as Ori explodes or winks out of existence or whatever it is he does, that it's too late at that point. You just have to delete your save and copy over your backup save. I lost about half an hour. That's what I was doing earlier with my first run, is 0 deaths. So I got all the way through the first act without dying, but I had several instances where I lost a good 20 minutes or 30 minutes because I died and I hadn't made a backup of my save in a while. So I lost a decent amount of time on that. Of course, I'm save scumming it for now, but I will, just like I did with the first one, I will eventually get good enough at this one that I'll go back through and do a flawless run from start to finish. But that will take some time. And everything else is pretty straightforward. I mean, beating it on hard mode, beating it without buying any abilities, that's probably going to be tougher than beating it on hard mode, because you really kind of need the upgrades in this game. It can be pretty tough at times without them. But where am I going? I've already forgotten. Okay, there we go. I want to say there was a shard upgrade on one of these paths and I need it. I think it's up here. There was one that I thought was going to be difficult for like juggling 3 projectiles simultaneously for 5 seconds. And I got it just inadvertently when I was using my bash ability to go up through this little kind of gauntlet with these 3 purple turret things shooting at me. I just happened to, I guess, bounce off of a couple of the projectiles in just the right way that they ended up being in the air long enough to register for the achievement. Either that or it's just glitchy and it unlocked for me, but I just completely by accident got that achievement, so which I thought might have been a trickier one to do, but seems like it's not too bad. Overall, the list is relatively easy. I think just about anybody could finish this game if they wanted to. Alright, let me see if there's anything. Go over here. Oh, I know what I need to do. Oops. That's the one problem with remapping your controller like I did, is I keep tapping LB when I go to the pause menu to move to something, but my LB is actually Y, so I keep accidentally taking screenshots. Which I'll have to be very careful with once I start playing past the first act, because we're not supposed to be uploading anything. Such it goes with preview copies. You are not supposed to be just putting stuff up on the internet willy-nilly. Alright. This thing, like, in my opinion, right off the bat, when it comes to these abilities, by far, I experimented with a couple of them, but the Sentry is by far the most beneficial because it's passive. You just tap it, it deploys and starts damaging enemies. You don't have to, and the spike uses so much energy that if you miss with it, it's kind of a bust. So I definitely like the Sentry once it's upgraded. I mean, it's still pretty weak. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it just helps a little bit when you're doing like the combat shrines, which I think I'm coming up on the first combat shrine down here pretty soon. Yeah, it's down here. Oh, I don't have my... Did I put my... There we go. I need my regenerate. There we go. Yeah, it's very awesome that I got an early copy. I have the developers to thank for that, because I don't have, you know, the kind of press/reviewer access to typically get advanced review copies, but I had a pretty good relationship with the developers from the first game, so they were very, very kind in making that happen for me, and I massively appreciate it, especially since the first one's my favorite game of all time. So being able to tackle this one, not just to be able to play it early, because obviously I love the fact that I can play it early, but I mean, I'm writing the walkthrough on True Achievements, so having early access lets me get a little bit of a head start on that so that I can try to have it done for people pretty as close to launch as possible. It's probably still going to take me a couple weeks to get it done because the review codes for this game didn't come out until last night. So not a lot of advance, but even a little bit helps to get a head start on figuring out the best path through the game and all of that stuff. The collectibles, that speaking of the walkthrough and the achievements, the collectibles list is actually... It's going to be super easy. Like, I don't even think people really need a walkthrough necessarily, because, I mean, if you look at the map, let me bring it up here. Like, it shows you, they don't all show right off the bat. You can buy maps from the vendor that will show you where everything is, like different ones for the health cells and the energy cells and all that. But even if you don't buy those, as soon as you get near something, like I passed close by this one and I passed close by that one, so they just pop up on the map as soon as you get within a certain range of them. I think some of them don't necessarily pop up right away if they're in like secret, secret areas, like hidden areas. They don't necessarily pop up on the map, but the hidden areas are pretty obvious. Like, it's hard to miss them. You walk past a tree trunk that looks out of place and it's like, oh yeah, that's probably just a little hidden spot right there. It's pretty easy to spot them. Easier than in the first one, I would say. For the most part anyway. My little sentry there. I had a little bit of a difficult time with these bugs, these flying things at first, but then I figured out you just walk away from them and it lures them in close, because they come at you when you walk away and turn your back. So you just lure them in and then turn around and whack them. It's pretty, makes them easy. Come here. And that is why I wanted to do that combat shrine. Hey, what's up, Carnage? What's going on, man? I appreciate that, Miggy. I'm glad it helped. That's the only reason that I do them is to help people. I haven't really been writing walkthroughs in a long time, except for that Wolfenstein one I did a little while back, but I'm definitely... This is the one that I've been waiting for, what, 3 years now? 3-4 years now? So I'll definitely be putting in the work on this one. Carnage, you need to play the first one, man. Stop getting distracted by all those other thousands of games. I'll go back and do it, he says. It's been out for 5 years. I don't buy it. I can't get that. Oh, I need to come back here. I just realized I didn't come back and do this once I had that ability on my main playthrough. I totally forgot about that little spot. Oh, missed it. I'm good. And there's that little hiccup. Freezes for a second. The game saves so often, it's insane. It gives you checkpoints like every 10 seconds. And it's both a blessing and a curse, because I think that's part of what's causing it to freeze up from time to time, is because it's saving so often. But it also means that if you die and you're not save scumming for the 0 deaths achievement, you don't lose a ton of progress. And you don't hardly lose any progress, really. Come here. It's so weird that those little sentinels attack the energy crystals too, not just the enemies. I'm on an X, and I noticed, I don't know if you noticed it when you were playing on your S, Carnage. No problem, Miggy, thanks for watching. I don't know if you noticed on your S, Carnage, but there was some really nasty pixelation, and I'm not having that on the X, obviously. Again, preview build and all that, you know, it's not finalized or optimized for the different consoles yet. I'm sure, but I couldn't get it to load for some reason when I first launched it on my Xbox, on my X. It wouldn't, like the start menu just wouldn't show up. It was just sitting on like the opening screen. It didn't even have like the press A thing or anything like that. And so I downloaded it on the S, and it was a different file size too. Like it's 6 gigs on my X, but it was only 4.5 gigs on my S. And it was able to load on that one, so I played it on that one for a while and then switched back to the X to see if it would load. And once it synced my player data from Xbox Live, then it actually loaded the start menu and played. It was really weird, but there was some serious pixelation where the glow around Ori intersected with like the environment, where I would see some boxy pixelation. It was funky. Yeah, I probably just didn't wait long enough the first time I tried to load it on the X, but my other buddy that got a review code was saying the same thing. Like he said he couldn't get it to load on his X, and so he downloaded it on his other Xbox and then put it on an external hard drive, because and he said something about the file size being different too. So it was a very odd situation. I don't know if I really want to put Reckless on yet, but why not? I don't really like it until I have a little bit more health. I feel so squishy right now. I was telling Miggy before you came in, Carnage, I already did my 0 deaths all the way through the first like 35% of the game. So my main save file, I've just been save scumming it just to work on that 0 deaths achievement, because why not? I'll go back and do it legit eventually. But it was slow going because I died a lot my first time through. It gets so much easier later on though, just because you have so much more health and everything. It's really just like the first hour of the game that's the hardest. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Super brain fart, I've already forgotten this whole first part. Ah. Do I have my... No, I don't. Oh, it's down here. Like I should have my bow and arrow already. Oh yeah, it's but you, if you want to cheese it though, you have to back up your save every 5 or 10 minutes, because when you die in this one, there is no, well, if you quit to the start menu quick enough, it won't register it. That's not the case. Like, it registers instantly. So the only way to do it is to just make a backup of your save every 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. I lost a good deal of progress a couple times from dying, where I had to go back like half an hour because I hadn't saved, or I hadn't backed up my save in a while. Oops. Yeah, just make backup saves. It's the same as the original no deaths achievement before they added 1 life mode on the first one, because you could do the same thing on just the regular no deaths achievement, but then with 1 life mode it was a little bit harder to cheese. People were doing the whole like playing offline and everything. But this one registers deaths even faster than 1 life mode did on the first one. It's really, really quick. There is no time. Interesting. What's this about? Nothing. Okay. Where am I going? Okay. I didn't get the eyeballs yet for this thing. What am I doing? Did I? No. I gotta stop getting distracted. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. No, yeah, I am totally messed up right now. Oh yeah, that's right. Oops. How many times can you miss the pad? Oops. There we go. I don't know why I was struggling to remember what to do there. Oh, the checkered flag? Yeah, that's one of the spirit trial races. I did 2 of those already on my main game. It's the achievement for beating the developers' times isn't that bad because their times aren't like crazy or anything like that. It only took me, I think I beat the first one dev time the first try, and then the second one took 2 tries. So they're not that bad at all. There's the combat arena things, which I already did one of here, which is how I got the extra spirit shard thing. So that's how I've got 4 of them instead of 3 right now, because I did that first combat arena. And then the races are just, I think you just get like the currency stuff or whatever. Or at least so far, I don't think I've gotten anything else crazy from them. Oh, I want to upgrade resilience, but I need more. Shoot. Come on. Go find me an enemy. There you go. Oh, this is killing me. I'll just go. I don't need to be dorking around trying to upgrade right now. I'm so close, but oh shoot! Whew! Almost forgot about that thing. Oh, and nice little get that. It's gonna make me want to go back right now. Yep. I need dash. I feel too slow. Oh, I almost got hit again. I need to really be paying attention to that. There we go. Alright. I jumped on this bridge and it knocked that little guy through the bridge earlier, and then he was just floating in midair. There's a lot of that stuff right now. I'm sure it'll all be fixed, but there's a lot of little just weird things like that currently. This one's going to be a tough one to speed run. I don't think the 4-hour achievement will necessarily be too bad, but getting like really, really good times is going to be harder than the first one because of just the way the mechanics are set up and the fact that there's so many like checks, you know, places where you have to solve puzzles and stuff like that. So unless the speedrunning community comes up with some bananas glitches and skips like they did on the first one, it's going to be tricky. I'll be curious to see how fast or how long it takes for somebody to get like sub 2 hours, to be honest. I think that's going to be a struggle. Ah. Sure. How come you didn't keep playing? I mean, apart from your brief preview stream, just wanted to pretend like you're going to go back and play the first one before you get into this one? Come here. These flying things are annoying. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I don't have my chat up on screen, so I have to look over at my phone before I can answer. That's why it's kind of like a delay sometimes. I can't stand having the chat blocked. I don't even know if you can still do that. I posted a solution for that one achievement for not touching the tainted water or whatever it is. You have to play through the entire first, not quite the entire first act, but up until the first major escape sequence. So it's like maybe 2 hours or so into my 4-hour main game, about 2 hours into it. So when I finally got that achievement, so you can't even touch that purple water right there a single time for quite a while. What am I doing? That was the wrong button. And there's some of that purple water during that escape. It's the watermill or whatever place. There's an escape there, and during that escape in the watermill, there's some purple water there too. And then once you finish that escape, there's a story, unmissable story achievement, and then that's when the whatever I can't remember the name of it, the achievement for not touching the water pops at the same time as the story one. Nope. Okay. Oh. Ah. Come here. Oh, come on. This thing is irritating. So here's that race thing, the checkered flag thing. You have to turn off autosaves. No, I don't think so. I didn't look in the options screen to see if there was a way to turn it off, but I was in there tinkering with some other stuff, and I don't recall seeing an option for that, but I can't quite remember. But so these race things, you have to actually activate them. So this is the finish line basically. So you activate the race at the finish line, and then you have to go to where it starts and run it from there. But fortunately, you don't have to keep running all the way back up to the start line. Once you start a race, you can just pause the game and hit retry anytime during the race, or when it's over, you can just retry it and it'll warp you back to the start. And you can also access them from the main menu. When you go to load a save file, any of the races that you've unlocked in there, underneath continue game, there's that quick access option, and the quick access lets you just jump to any of those races to do them from the start menu. So it's pretty handy. But you still have to, I'm 99.9% certain that you have to actually physically activate them in the game before they'll show up on there. And I don't know if you have to run through them once or not, or if they just immediately show up as soon as they're activated. But I'm going to probably run this first one here in just a minute, because I think I'm headed that way. Let's see. That's the finish line. It starts way up here somewhere. Oh yeah, it starts right there where that health thing is. I'll see if I can... I think I need to get one more thing before I can actually get back up there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I need dash. I don't have dash yet, which is right here underneath me. Apparently I need something else too, because I can't get back up there from here. Okay. This part sucks, but there's a way to make it easier. There we go. If you try to run through all of them right off the bat, you can do it, but it's really, really close. It's a very close shave. So I prefer to just like drop the first one, and then while it's going back up, that's when I run underneath. Ah, those flowers in the foreground aren't in my way or anything. Couldn't even see my character. Ah, let me regen.
Nush. Oh. Ah, inash. Ajnak.
I really don't think these maps are all that necessary, to be honest. If it weren't for the fact that there's an achievement for buying them all, I probably wouldn't. The endgame map is really good. Well, I mean, those maps are the endgame map, but it's almost easier to play without those maps because then it's easier to see where you haven't been, as opposed to getting them and then having to look for like the lighter versus darker shades of gray. You can just stay there, dude. Oops. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Nope. Ah, okay, fine. I'll do it the long way. Should be coming up on that race in just a couple minutes. This one's actually not even, it's like you're basically just falling to the bottom of this pit. The only thing you really have to do is angle yourself as you fall so you don't drop in the water and whatnot. It's super easy. Alright. Where is this daggone thing? I think I passed it. Yep, that's it right there. I kind of had a feeling. I don't know if I can get over there just yet. I feel like I should be able to, but... Oh yeah. Yeah, I was stupid. I just ran right past it, that's all. It shows you the path when you launch one of these two. It does like a little fly through like this, but they're pretty short. This one's only like 20 seconds. I was hoping that there was a way to actually have someone's ghost for your entire playthrough, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just for these. Ooh, new personal best. Yeah, the only problem with having someone's ghost for the whole playthrough is you would need to have a way to skip ahead on their ghost because once you fall behind them, you're never going to see them again. I mean, imagine playing through a 6-hour game, and if you're more than half a screen behind their ghost, you're not even going to see them the entire time you're playing. There would need to be a way to like have like checkpoints or waypoints set up so that you could say, okay, pull the person's ghost from here, but then again, it's a Metroidvania, so they're not going to necessarily be taking the same route as you either, so it's just kind of... I guess if they let you load a ghost and you just mimic its movements and follow it, and if you fall behind, then you just start over and you keep practicing until you can keep up with it the whole way through the game. That would help people with the speed run, but it would definitely be tricky. to implement. Number 4. I was number 9 with my last time, but I improved by like half a second there. I keep wanting to bash, but I don't have that ability yet. Oops. The nice thing about these, in the first one, you had to be standing on one of these spirit wells to teleport between them, but in this one, you can teleport to them pretty much from anywhere on the map. Like I could just pause the game or go to the map right now, and I mean I'm right by that one, but if I wanted to teleport back, I think I've only unlocked 2 of them so far, but yeah, I could teleport back to this one right now if I wanted to. If I actually, I don't know if I even, I may not have accessed it, so it might not be available for me yet. But once you've accessed them, then you can just teleport to them from anywhere, so it's really nice. And it'll make getting around the map for cleanup of the collectibles way faster. Ah, you jerk. Get away. Come here. So far, from what I've seen, these bosses aren't anywhere near on the level of something like Hollow Knight, which is fine, because I didn't want them to take away what makes Ori Ori, which is more about the movement than it is about being a boss battle type game. The bosses that I've fought so far have been pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's so much about accessibility per se. I think it's just the fact that they didn't want to veer too far away from the feeling of the first game. And I honestly still prefer the chase sequences to those boss fights. But, I mean, it's just personal preference. I prefer the chase sequences to Hollow Knight's boss fights, for that matter. I find it more enjoyable. I finally get my bash down here. Cannot wait. Favorite ability, bar none. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't realize you were talking about the teleporting. Yeah, it's way more convenient to not have to run to a spirit well every time you want to teleport. Now I just need to save up enough money to buy triple jump, and I will be a happy boy. Triple jump, bash, and dash. That combination just makes moving around so much better. Dude, bash is the single best mechanic of any Metroidvania ever, in my opinion. I absolutely love how it changes the gameplay. See if I can do this. There we go. It's time for the never-ending story scene. Not exactly, but close enough. If you've ever seen Never-Ending Story, it'll remind you of it. And I need a Coke. See, this is what I'm talking about as far as the glitchiness. It's totally locked up right now. Loading this. It just froze for like a good 5 seconds. I'm looking forward to seeing what the day one patch does as far as fixing those issues. And that's why, like, I know everybody complains about day one patches, but these games are so much more complex than they were 30 years ago when they released on cartridge, and what you got's what you got. Like, this stuff like this, and plus they probably, I'm sure they were probably pressured to get it released on time and not delay the game again. I'm allergic to humans! Alright, just gonna skip that. The fewer the spoilers, the better. Alright, Kulok. Rocky, stop licking your knee, dude. You little weirdo. Stop licking your knee. Crazy dog. Here, Lexi, baby. Oh no, this is definitely not approaching the end of the first. So the end of the first act, there's a very specific spot that I have to stop at. I would say I'm probably maybe halfway through the first act right now. Somewhere around halfway. It just depends on, I mean, I've kind of gone out of my way for like killing extra enemies to build up money and stuff so that I can afford triple jump when I get there. So I've gone a little slower than I probably could have so far, but the first act easily, even if you're rushing, until people figure out some sort of glitches or shortcuts, even rushing through it, it's gonna take like an hour and a half-ish. Maybe. No, I mean, if there's a 4-hour speed run, so yeah. I would say like an hour and a half. Things go faster once you get all your abilities. The beginning of the game's pretty slow. Oh, it's definitely longer than the first, 100%. Like I can do 100% completion, getting every single collectible and everything, and clearing the map and all that on the first one, and still finish the entire game in like 2.5 hours. And there's no way in hell that I'm gonna do 100% completion in under 4 hours on this game. The speedrun will have to be just focusing just on that and not on collectibles. I mean, of course you can go back and mop up after the fact, but I'm getting all my collectibles on my 0 death run anyway. I'm just doing 100% 0 deaths as my first run, and then I'll do the speed run, and then I'll probably do hard mode second, and then do the speed run. Probably be fourth, because I'll do hard mode second, and then I'll do the no abilities, no purchases run third, and then the speed run fourth, because that's going to be tough. Okay, seriously, where did my bird go? Is it dead? It's dead. Oh well, I don't need it that bad. I'll get it later. Surprisingly, I've only died once this run, and it was right near the very beginning, because I was a complete idiot and just kept dropping into the same set of spikes 3 times in a row. This is only my second playthrough. Oh, there's another freeze. I want to see if it looks like that on my stream. Yep, I can see the freeze on my stream. Just like... that's so crazy. Who broke my wall? Hey, it's Ape Santa. Oh, let me see. I'll talk to this guy real quick. I've still got to go through the whole watermill thing and do that escape, and then after that, head over to the end of the act. The watermill's tough. It's a lot of tricky platforming, but there's some good shortcuts you can take. Excuse me. Nope. I need to save my money, guy. I want my triple jump. Nope, can't get anything down there. Oh yeah, I'm an hour and 20 minutes into this run, and I'm only halfway through the first act. Maybe more. I don't know. I might be more than halfway through. It just depends on how fast I get through the watermill, because that place is tough. Oh, just activate this quest. Alright, please tell me I have enough. I think it's 2200. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. I'm gonna have to get some. Yeah. I'm a little shy. I'm a little bashful. Oh, there's nothing there. This is the only way to find out if you've had any deaths register on your save file, is to talk to this guy. You can't see it. As far as I know, I haven't been able to find it in the map screen or the pause menu anywhere, so you have to go to this guy, and so I've got 1 death on this run. It was by those stupid spikes because I was a bonehead. So my completion is 13% right now, and when I finished the first act earlier, my completion was 35, but I also did a lot of exploration for collectibles and stuff, which I'm not going to do this time, so That's, I'm pretty sure I'm like right at halfway through. Oh, nothing up there. Okay, jerk. Oh, that's gonna suck. It froze again at a bad time. Yeah, that was really not cool. That was a really bad time for it to freeze, and it caused me to die. Ugh. That was a really, really inopportune moment for it to freeze up on me. Huh. Must have had some momentary invincibility from picking that thing up, because I fell right through that thing. It's over here. Oops. Just kind of stay topped off in this area because it's a little hairy. Okay, you can't actually do anything up here just yet, but I'm just gonna peek in here real quick. Okay. Well, that's not where he's supposed to be. That bear is actually where I'm standing right now. I'm standing on his nose. So he shouldn't be up there on the ceiling. It didn't, I guess it just didn't load quite right when I ran in, because I dashed in there so fast. Would you just get over here? Oh, come on. Whew. Just held Y, wait for it to catch up to itself. It doesn't like it when you're moving around really fast on this preview build. At least on Xbox. Okay, try to see if I can take the shortest path through this place. If I can even remember it, that is. There's a long way that you're supposed to go, but if you can do a couple of tricky jumps, you can kind of skip, bypass some stuff. Hey, dude. Okay. Well, that's not gonna work. Open the door. Am I not supposed to be over here? What is going on? Where's my... No, yeah, I am. I'm in the right place. Okay. There we go. Oh, I never got my triple jump. I meant to go farm a little bit and get it. Daggone it. I'll just have to warp back to town once I get to the spirit well in this place, so I don't have to backtrack too much. I just hope double jump will be enough for now. Definitely not going to be able to take the shortcut without triple jump, though. Trying to think what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, okay. Can't skip this one. If I can somehow finish the watermill in like 15 minutes, then I might be able to finish the first act in like 30 minutes, like another 15 after that, because I think I just have to run through the woods, and then that would be the end of it, I think. Yeah, still can't skip. Wilson! Yeah, no problem, dude. Thanks for hanging out with me for a while. Play the first one, you fool. Alright, what am I doing? Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's right. Alright. Let's see here. Up. Come on. It's down here. Ah, I think that's where. Yep. There we go. Okay, I think this is where I can probably take a little bit of a shortcut, maybe? Maybe not. Oh no, that is over there. Can I get to it? Yeah, we can. Alright. There's another race. I'm not going to bother doing that one this time. Ooh, I should go up there and get that ore though. And this top door gets me over there, I think. Okay, that's not working. Which door is this? I don't think it's the one I want. Oh, actually it is the one I wanted. Ouch. And I found out on my first run that those are not one-hit kills, thankfully. Screw it. I'll just take the hit. Get through it. Come on, get off the pole. Anything? Nope, nothing up there. Alright. I'm not even gonna fight you. Shit. Oh. Kinda saw that coming. Where am I at? Okay, well, at least he's gone. And that's why I should have gotten triple jump before I came in here. So when you miss a jump like that, you have an extra one to spare. I'm very reliant on it.
Oh, no. Oh, good. You're done.
Okay, still need to get up there. Which actually, I should have been. Alright. I'm going the right way. Am I? Where am I at? I hope. Nope. Shoot. Alright, well. Wrong door. Dang it. It must be the top one. I think I'm at the second to top, so I think it's the one right above me. That one right there. I hope. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yep. Okay. Excellent. Finish this and then do the final little portion and be done with Act 1. But I am going to go get my triple jump now because I don't want to do the escape without it. Because I am just a big fat chicken. That's not bright or anything. Now that I can not see. And we're waiting. Come on, catch up to yourself. There we go. Oh, yeah, lovely. It does that just to throw me onto the spikes, I'm convinced of it. I think I can get another heart while I'm here. Okay, what can I get rid of? Reckless. Oh, come on, I know I did that. I think it's there. Where was it? Oh no, it's to my left. Okay, I thought it was over that way. Okay, no. Where is it? How did I do this? I know I did this before. How did I do this? I'm fairly certain I got this one this way. Oh no, I can't get to it because I didn't. You have to build the dwellings. You have to have him build the houses. I wasted my ore. Because once he builds the houses, there's a house up here, up high right here, and then I can use that as a way to get to that health shard. Oh well. Spent them improperly. Just go ahead and finish this act. Hi, Buster Brown. Hi, Rocky. You're such a little weirdo, dude. You are the weirdest dog on the planet. I'm almost done streaming, babe. About 10 or 15 minutes from the end of this portion. Did you have a good nap? Well, you going to Chick-fil-A? Alright. Ho ho. Can we skip? No, we can't skip. It's not a cutscene. That sequence is very cool. Very similar to the Jinso tree escape. I like it. Rocky, what you doing, buddy? He was doing something weird. He was standing in the middle of the carpet and just going like this. Like in front of his face, not rubbing his nose, just like... Like, what are you doing, you weirdo? He is a nutcase. Okay. How close are we to the end here? 15 minutes, maybe? If I get through this really fast and don't explore, that is. There's a whole lot of exploring you can do right now. Oh, actually, a quick way to do it. Oh, I didn't activate that one for some reason. That's weird. Or no, it just won't let me warp right now. Why? Why can't I? There we go. Now it's letting me warp. Okay, shortcut. Probably go through this significantly faster if I would use the warp more. I did a lot of exploration to get health and energy cells, so... Alright, where... Go up over the top, okay. Come on. It really doesn't like it when you're going really fast through an area that that hasn't completely loaded. This may actually be completely frozen. Not the whole system, just the game itself, thankfully. I'm sure that the day one patch will address a lot of these loading issues. Okay, come on. I like that logo. Very cool. That loaded. It says 1 hour and 39 minutes, but my stream time says 2 hours and 5 minutes, so not sure where the disparity there is. I guess maybe some of the cutscenes don't actually cause the in-game clock to advance. Alright, let's see if this will load right this time. There we go. And we can skip the cutscene. Almost to the end of Act 1. Run out of air and die. So pretty. Oh, come on. Bugger. I'll have to go down here and lure him to shoot at me. Come on. This gray sludge at the bottom is a one-hit kill area. Shoot. Couple of quests up here. I didn't actually talk to the thing in the village to start the one quest. Let's start this, guys. That main village area, there's one of these little critters that you have to talk to start a quest, and you go in here, but he gives you the key to that house. But I didn't start it, so don't have the key. I did on my main playthrough, just not on this one. Could always teleport back to the village, get it, and then teleport back here now that I have this spirit well open, but just finishing up the act for now. Oops. Dang it. Should have gone to the right first. So now I'm gonna have to go back down there and then come back up again. It's alright though. Sorry, had to take a screenshot of that. Couldn't resist the cuteness. So I'm gonna have to end the stream here in just a few minutes. About another maybe 5 minutes will be the end of this first act. So that's the cutoff point for now. Oops, almost went the wrong way. I love that music. Gareth Coker is a madman genius. So good. So good. Well, I hope you guys, the whopping 2 of you that are here, I hope you enjoyed it. Had a few people stop by today, so that was nice. I am definitely digging the game. I don't want to say too much about my thoughts on it, because it's not quite time for that yet. But the future is definitely looking bright for the rest of the game from what I can tell so far from this first act. I haven't played anything past the first act yet. I'm trying to pace myself so I don't just blast through the whole thing really quickly. That is one ugly mug. Lexi. Easy, baby. Where am I going here? Oh. Oops. Nothing over there, apparently. At least not for now. Alright, that is where I'm gonna have to stop the stream. Aside from starting back over at the beginning and doing the same thing again, but I can't go any further than that, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the game when you play it, if you play it. And I will have a review posted on True Achievements next week. As soon as the embargo lifts, and I'll start working on the walkthrough and the try to start working on the videos, but it'll probably be text first and then videos a little bit later on. But thank you, have an awesome night, and have a great weekend. Bye now.